Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to no longer the quest for 100%, because that has been done already. This has been 100%ed. This is now just the quest for funsies, as you probably saw in the thumbnail. So, first things first, I would, like to preemptively apologise if the mic quality is suddenly dropped. This is because I initially have two of these little microphone thingies that I clip onto my clothes so I can talk and not sound too horrendous. I appear to have misplaced one of them, and the other one, the one I'm currently using, my cat has kindly taken off the filter for, and promptly lost that as well, so it's going well, it's going great. So if I sound suddenly slightly worse but not as bad as I did before I was using the mics, that's why. In other news, I did have something here. Well, it can't be that important if I've forgotten it. Let's just get on with this, because I am hyped. I am excited to boot up this boy. Let's go to the left. So, I guess, really gonna have to get my other hand in there. There we go. Let's go straight over to the Zuba egg. Here we are. Ooh, look at him go! Look at that one boy rocking. Yeah, he's cool. So, yeah, I'm doing this. I mean, for me, it's been like a hot minute since I recorded. It's been like two and a half weeks, I think, since I recorded last. I think I uploaded like a couple days ago or a week ago. I always take so long to edit. It doesn't even take that long. I just like keep putting it off because I'm like, oh, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna go get an early night's sleep. You know how it is. And then a week's passed and I haven't edited, and it's just kind of eh. So, I'm excited to get this guy running. It'd be cool to have Zubermon again. It's been so long since I've raised Zubermon on this device. I also decided to hatch it now, because now being Wednesday as opposed to Thursday, because tomorrow, Thursday, is when a new hatch starts for the UK server. Oh, I'll continue that in a minute. Sakuttomon! Look at little Sakuttomon. Now I can't remember if it's Sakuttomon or Sunomon, who's like generally super top heavy with their horn on their head. I think it's Sakuttomon. He like rolls around. Yeah, that's right, because he like accidentally kind of rolls himself around and everyone has to steer clear in case he gets chopped with his head blade. He's such a cool boy. What a cute little mon. As you can tell, I am going to be immensely biased towards this entire line of Digimon. Look, he fires horns as his attack. It's so cool. He's such a cool evolution line. He's my favourite boys. Yeah, I'm going to be massively biased, so keep that in mind, that I'm going to give only praise to the entire Zubermon line. I've heard some people say they don't like the Zuba-Igamon in particular. Yeah, everyone's opinions are their own. I like him. He's not my favourite of the line. Like I gotta say, I prefer Zubermon and Duramon over Zuba-Igamon. But Zuba-Igamon's cool in his own way. So yeah, tomorrow is for me, this video comes out, it's probably like 2 weeks ago, knowing me. Yeah, it's the DDUK hatch, and for this time around, this month I should say, it's basically any kind of pedometer pet, which sucks for me because I used to have a D3, one of the older versions. Is a US D3, or I guess UK? It was an English D3, version 2, and it was really cool. I had like Wormmon and Veemon and Patamon and Tailmon. It was so cool. I think I had Armadimon, but I didn't have like... Oh, I had... What did I have? I had someone, but not their evolution partner. It really sucked. But no, I had it, and I was walking across the field with it, and at some point when I was walking across the field, it fell off my belt loop. Not my belt loop, but like, it fell off my belt, and despite multiple searches for it over like 3 or 4 days, couldn't find it. It was just gone, poofed. My only assumption is that maybe someone else had seen it on the floor and picked it up, because we scoured like every inch of that field. It's gone. So that kind of sucks for me. I was really sad because that was a present from a friend, because he knew I'm into Digimon. He didn't really know too much about it, but he was like, hey, what's this thing? I was like, yeah, that thing's pretty cool. And then he got me it, and it was really cool. And I promptly lost it. So I'd have loved to have like run that and maybe shown that off on the channel, but I'm physically unable to because I don't own it anymore, it's gone. But I can run the Vital Bracelet, or the Vital Bee, as per like the hatch rules. Because any pedometer-based V-Pet, or any pedometer-based Digimon device, so like any of the Digivices really, and not pendulums. They have a pendulum in them obviously, but like they're not pedometer based. They're not based around walking. The entire point of this hatch is like walking around and going out. And obviously included in that is the Vital Bracelet series, which is great because I'm going to be boosting those up, or at least the Vital Bracelet. So yeah, I'm going to be running the Vital Bracelet. I'm probably going to raise Zubamon on it just for funsies, just to like max out the amount of Zubamon I'm intaking at any point in time. Following up that, the 15th of this month, which is probably like 2 days ago when this is uploaded, that is going to be the Digitama Hatchery's Duality of Mon hatch, in which you raise 2 opposing forces. So I'm half tempted to run the Pen 20 and get Mastemon through Anjuamon and Lady Devamon, because I think that could be cool. I mean, I've had Mastemon on that device, but then it wiped itself and I've not had it since. So Mastemon could be cool, but it seems pretty obvious, so like for the like yin-yang kind of thing, black-white, evil-good thing to get Mastemon. Seems like the obvious and easy choice that maybe everyone would be going for. I'm not sure what else I can run. Maybe, ooh, that's a thought. Maybe I could run double Tentamons. So then I can go Kabuterimon, Koagamon, and then Atlakabuterimon. Oh, no, it's not Akuamon. It is Akuamon. It is Akuamon. And then finally it'd be like Hercule Kabuterimon and. No, I think Akuamon evolves to Hercule as well, doesn't he? Unless he evolves to Gran Koagamon. But I think Gran Koagamon is going to be in the Pen Color. I don't think it's in the Pendulum Originals nor the Pen 20. I'd have to check the charts, but I'm fairly certain Akuamon on the Pen 20 evolves into Hercule. So maybe, maybe not. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to run anything to oppose Zubamon on this device, and Zubamon won't be old enough. Well, he won't be Durandamon and have passed by the time that hatch comes around, so I want to keep doing this. I've been playing around with the idea recently. I mean, obviously I'm going to do like the jog rest marathon thing. I'm definitely doing that. I'm hyped for that. I've recently been rewatching some of Kakujo's videos on like the Pen 20 and the DM20, and it's reignited and already like blazing fire. And I'm just super hyped to do it all. I don't sound too hyped. I'm really bad for that. Like, I can be really excited for something, but I will just sound monotone as hell, and I will never... I don't sound hyped, but I am, I promise you. This is why I'm not a good reaction YouTuber. I just like watch an entire video and be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I liked this bit. And then end the video there. Another idea I've been playing around with in my head literally for the past like half a day maybe is like similarly to what I attempted before, where I record a week's worth of stuff and edit into one big video. Instead of doing a big video, literally just like as the week goes on in more of a vlog style, just kind of something interesting's going on, I'll try and do something interesting and just record like a minute or two every day or something like that, and then I edit together at the end of the week and throw it out there. Oh, here we go. Sakumon's evolved to Sakuttomon, who is immediately trying to go to sleep. No. Need the content. Wake up. So as you can see, he's now got 2 blades. This is because he's got tiny little legs. He has little steppy legs. And 2, he's like balanced on both sides, so he's no longer like falling over and nearly decapitating everyone. And 3, he can spin those little blades. The little side blades on his head, he can spin them around like 2 deadly Beyblades, and it's so cool. Let's have a look at his training. He still shoots spikes. Look at him! Clearly the best evolution line ever. Absolutely love Zubermon so much. That's right! I was going to talk about it earlier and I completely forgot. I got sidetracked by thinking about everything else. So, the reason I'm hatching this today and not tomorrow, so I could include, like, say, the Vital Bracelet when I'm hatching this, is purely because I've got to wait for him to evolve to Zubermon, because this Friday, as of recording, probably about 2 weeks ago by the time I've uploaded, that joke's not getting old yet, there's going to be a Friday Night Fight Club, and it's child level, and I want to fight with Zubermon. I think it'd be fun to fight with Zubermon, but that also means that I've got to have a Zubermon by then. As you saw earlier, he is going to go to sleep immediately, which means his only evolution time countdown is going to be like tomorrow morning between 7 and 8 when I'm on my way to work. And then past 8 he's going to be asleep all day until about 4. Then he's got like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's like 6 hours tomorrow. It's Thursday, and then Friday, same deal, so I think it's like, I mean it might be 6 hours to get to child level. Yeah, because it's only baby to child, so it might only be 6 hours. The point being, I want him to be Zubermon by Friday night. So he might, by some miracle, evolve like tomorrow night. Which means he'd be ready for Thursday night, but then I don't know, I'd feel safer if he was a Zubermon by like Friday evening. Because at least then I can like keep him asleep so the Evo timer doesn't count down and he'll be ready. But no. That's why I've hatched this guy a bit earlier, because I want Zubermon ready for the fight. I don't want to like be hyped for the Friday Night Fight Club and then not be able to participate because this guy's taken forever to evolve. Which I do kind of like. I like that I have to spend a bit longer with each form in this one. Not quite as long as the DMOG, which I really want to run again, but I just, it's not viable for me, unfortunately. I can't right now. I've got too much going on. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that thing with like the week-long, record a few minutes every day here and there, just like me and Middigimon doing something. But unfortunately, and here's the harsh truth of it all, my life is just not that interesting, like, at all. I've got nothing, like, super special going on. I don't do anything particularly amazing or interesting. Like, here is how my days go for the most part. I wake up, I go to work, spend all day at work, I come home, get changed, and then like shower and all that stuff. I go on my computer, like have dinner, sit on my computer for like a couple hours, maybe I'll record a video in the evening. I'll mainly sit on my computer for a couple hours, just relax and rest, and then go sleep. Otherwise on the weekend it's kind of like sleeping until somewhere between like 8 and 9, because then these guys start waking me up and I kind of have to force myself awake to not kill them, and then it's just computer time the entire time, or I'm doing like various bits of housework, and I don't know. I suppose I could like try to go somewhere, like that could be a thing I tried at least for like a month or so, just like try and go places and be interesting. Like, I'm not that far from the beach, I could go visit the beach, there's a swimming pool near me. Obviously these guys aren't coming anywhere near the swimming pool, maybe to the reception and in the locker, that's about it. The thing about going places is it requires money, and I do not have much money right now. It is, thanks to the type of job I work as self-employed and as a tradesman, after Christmas, just there's not as much work as there is like, say, I don't know, July. So yeah, everything just after Christmas, everything gets a little bit tight money-wise, but you know, I'm fine. this isn't like me pity me for how poor I am. I know there's a lot of people in the same boat, blah blah blah. Everyone has struggles. I'm okay. I'm not losing anything anytime soon. We're all good. So I don't want you to get the idea that I'm super hard off right now. I'm not. I just don't have like messing around, throwing money around kind of money. All this to say that my life isn't super impressive. Like I get home and I relax all day. I just zonk out. I don't do much. I'm kind of a boring person outside of I was gonna say outside of Digimon, but even in Digimon, to be fair, I don't do a whole lot. But I've rambled for enough time. I'll still try it, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna think it over for the next couple of days. If you see it, it means I've given it a shot. If not, it means I'm probably not going to do it. I guess that's all I can say on that. So quite literally, I'll either try it or I won't. I'll think it over. Because it's something I want to try, but I want to make it interesting. I don't want it to be literally the same thing day in, day out, like, well, week in, week out. I keep getting this idea right, and this is what I've noticed with myself. I keep getting this idea with my channel that I need to make it constantly interesting, it needs to be something constantly new, and it's just not the case. Yeah, come back, Sakuttomon. Like, I think the key thing that I like about this kind of channel is it's not constant new things, it's not constant exciting, it's just relaxing with Digimon, just having a nice slow talk about Digimon. So, you know, I might do it. It just means I'd have to go out places, and there's not exactly much around me either. Like, there's a beach, but like I can do that once or twice a year, because I'm not really a beach person. Beaches bore me. I'm sorry, beach people. And it's like, I go there and it's cold and it's windy, and there's now sand in my shoes, and I hate everything. So why would I be there when I could be at home with the heating on, and a cup of tea, in a comfy chair? No. I've never been that much of an outdoorsy person, and I guess that's why I don't make vlogs. Do these count as vlogs? God, I hope they don't count as vlogs. I mean, there's nothing wrong if they do count as vlogs. I don't know. It feels like I'd end up just coming back to this, you know? It feels like I'd try it and then inevitably come back to just sit at my desk. No, my desk isn't much of a desk, it's a tiny little coffee table. Sit at the coffee table with a light and a camera, my phone, and just record here instead of outside. Because outside's difficult because there's people and there's wind. And I don't like I don't like recording in public in general. I found out. Like, I feel like a bit of a spoon when I'm like outside talking to my phone, pointing my camera at something tiny in my hand. And there's like 3 old people and like 20 steps away kind of looking at me like, hey, what's he doing? I mean, they're probably not, it's probably in my head, but you know how it goes. I think, at least for the foreseeable future, like, pretty much all the content is going to be like this table. And maybe we'll try and get something nicer for the background here. But it's going to be mainly this table, because this room is where I can control, I say control sound. I'm right next to a main road, so if a motorbike goes past and is feeling particularly loud, it's going to screw everything. But it's like, I have control of stuff here. I know there's not going to be some major disruption, and there's no one like watching me record. Have you ever felt that? Like, I'm not sure if it's just me being weird, but I hate it when someone's watching me work or make something. Like, I'm happy to make something, and I can understand that, like, the first stages of making anything it's going to look terrible. But I hate someone seeing those first stages. I hate, like, someone watching me do anything. It just feels uncomfortable, and it makes me not want to do the thing. Which, fun fact, is initially why the first video of this series was in my car. Because I hated the idea that, like, my neighbours or something could hear me talking, or my partner could hear me, and blah blah blah, and I wasn't sure if it would be something I'd do for more than like 2 videos if I liked it or not. But I'm gonna say quite luckily I did like it, and I'm actually really glad I did. Because honestly, having done a couple of videos, I've met a couple, not physically met, but like I've come into contact with a couple people, and I've genuinely just had a fun time that I don't think I'd have like met or had the confidence to talk to had I not started this. So word of advice, I guess, if you want to try and do like, if you want to try something, go for it. Even if you think you're going to be a bit of a tit and you're not going to turn out well, I guess try and put all your effort you can into making like quality and making it seem good and blah blah blah. But at least give it a good try, because you can always, like, this is going to sound like really crappy advice, but you can always give up later. Like, but if you give up later, you can say you've tried it and it's not for me, or it's more effort than I thought it would be worth, blah blah blah. But there's a good chance that whatever you're trying, and whatever reason you're putting it off, is only in your head, or is at least in your head much worse than it actually is. Like, for instance, when I first started, it's not that I even hated the sound of my own voice, it's that I thought I would hate the sound of my own voice in editing, and I thought I would hate everything about seeing me replayed on a camera. And yeah, I did a little bit, there was some of that. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I love hearing my own voice and blah blah blah. I do that a lot, I just yada yada over a bunch of stuff, doesn't matter. But after like a video or two, I kind of got used to hearing my own voice, and I got used to editing myself, and it just got better. And when you can get just that little bit better, suddenly you can do more, and you can get even betterer, and then you can keep getting better. And as much as I want to say that's the point I'm at now, it's probably not, because I've got a lot of room to improve. But ultimately, it's like, for me, it's like, I'm keeping this as a hobby, and I don't want to turn it into work. And turning it into work is spending any more than like 2 hours editing a video. Which is why I'm a bit lazy when it comes to editing, and I like to cut a few corners, because quite frankly, yeah, this is a hobby. I love this side of it. This part where I can talk and I can record the thingy and mess around with the Digimans. Speaking of the Digimans, he is a sleepy boy. Good night, Sakuttomon. I love this bit. I can do this forever. Editing sucks. I hate editing so badly. There's some, like I said before, there's some people who can get really creative in editing and have a blast with it. I'm not one of those people. I look at editing and I'm like, oh, do I have to? Yeah, I do. So, yeah. I guess the moral of this very long-winded story is, if you're nervous about doing something, just give it a shot. Throw yourself at it, do the best you can, give it your like 100% attempt. And if you don't like the outcome, you don't have to like the outcome. If you don't like it, it's okay to say, I don't like it, and just like not do it. But at least you've tried, you know? And keep things as a hobby. If you're starting something as a hobby, keep it as a hobby. Don't turn it into this massive giant thing where you think you have to put in like so many like bajillion hours. Don't turn it into work. Because as much as people say, obviously, if you work the job you like, you're not working, it doesn't feel like you're working or whatever. The opposite is also true. Like, you can work a hobby and have a great time, but you can also turn a hobby into work. And I've definitely done the latter a couple of times with a couple of things, and I ended up hating it, and it actually got me really like in a crappy mental place where I hated everything I was doing, and it just wasn't fun. Which is why I personally make a point now of, I'm doing stuff for fun, and if it starts turning into hard work, I'm taking a step back. Not to say I'm taking a step back, this is fun and it's not hard work. Don't get the wrong idea. Anyway, I've rambled for so goddamn long. Even Sakuttomon's fallen asleep, so from both Sakuttomon and I, myself and me, and Sakuttomon, thank you very, very much for watching and listening to my babbling for the past 20 or so minutes. And I'll see you in the next one when we have Zubamon. So, I'm back to record an extra clip. You know how before I was like, hey, I really want to run a DMOG, but like, I don't have the time right now. Yeah, I literally, after finishing this video, like finishing the recording, went to my computer, sat down, Digital Dreams uploaded a new video. Oh, it's the 6th channel anniversary. He then challenges us to run a DMOG to battle him. So against my better judgment, let's do this. I did the exact same thing he just did. Okay, please. I have to clean mine as well. Come on. There we go. Ah, it's so dusty and stuff. Gonna have to give this a proper clean out. It's been sat on the shelf for a little while. Again, because I can't run it, but I'm honestly super excited to run this. It's been forever. I don't know what adult level I'm going to try and get, but it'll certainly be an adult level. So I'll see you for then.